ready for work. Kind of late, but it's what it is. It's what it is. So I'm just gonna fix my hair, put on some makeup. Yes? What happened?
Mommy,
Yes.
my thing was full.
You did what?
My thing was full.
What won't fold?
This.
That's why you're making a big deal? There it is. It's full. Go. I'm put on clothes. I'm on live. Go downstairs. Where's your tablet?
My dad do that.
You do what?
My dad do that.
It's dead. Be careful with that. We can't just have some time alone, please. I don't want you in my video, sir. I don't want you in my video. So guys, I've been kind of MIA for the last, let me do my face. Let me moisturize. What? Let me moisturize my face before I do anything else. What is it? It's right here. This is not your video, it's my video. I don't know why you're here right now.
Mommy.
Hmm? Go get your tablet downstairs.
Dad.
It's dead. What about the blue one? What about the old blue one? No, that's not Jayla's. It's the blue one is yours. Both the blue ones are yours. Enough! I'm doing something right now. Enough. Go. Like, I don't have all day to be here. So I'm not gonna done. I kind of ran out of my serums for my face. I need to go shopping. So I'm gonna put on some retinol. It's overnight, but it probably can still work. And then I'm gonna put my day cream on. Self-care, skincare is very important, guys. I don't know where my thing is for this. So we have to make sure. I'm almost 40. So I need to take care of my skin. Keep looking young. So I have to do stupid things like Botox. I mean, to each his own, but I don't want to put anything in my body that doesn't belong there. So I recently started taking my skincare seriously, which isn't even that serious, because I'm supposed to do it twice a day and I still don't. But you know, unless I'm wearing makeup, I'm not fussing about it. So that's I did my retinol, and then I did this is retinol as well, but day cream. All right, so hi. Hey, Melissa. Thank you for the follow. I've been MIA for the past few days. It's been a roller coaster. My husband did to me, like, he broke my heart. He did something that literally broke my heart. And I was so discouraged. I'm like, I'm not about to get on this internet and tell people how to be, good wives. when I don't even, right now, I don't even know how to, I don't know if I want to be a good wife, if it's worth it. I was just like, I was being so dramatic, guys, but I was really heartbroken. I'm going to tell y'all what it is eventually, but not now. But he broke my heart, and I was like, and I feel like God wanted me to go through that process just to know that it's not always, no matter what I'm doing and how good of a wife I'm being, and you know, I'm doing what I need to do, I still can't control what my husband is doing. And I can't live in that place where if he's doing things or he's not making me happy per se, he shouldn't be the one to make me happy. But you know, just considering my feelings and my wants and my needs and my desires, if he can't do that, even though I'm doing that for him and I'm putting him before myself and sacrificing for him, but he's not returning it, there's only so much we can do, but we still gotta do it. And I was just like, Lord, I don't know if I could keep giving my everything to someone that seemingly doesn't want to sacrifice for me. And the thing is, it wasn't that much of a sacrifice to begin with. So I'm like, I'm doing the most. My husband has changed a lot. And I feel like that's why God wants me to do this, because I don't want to do it. Because my husband he was not a easy person to deal with. And he likes to say, like, you're getting the worst of me. Like, I wasn't always like this. I used to be kind. I used to be. And I'm like, I know, babe. We can get you back there. You know, like, I'm trying to be supportive. And I'm trying to, yeah, it's hard. Because, you know, naturally we're selfless. Like, we want to self-preserve and we want to protect ourselves, which we should to an extent, protect our hearts and protect ourselves as human beings. But we also need to be, because the Bible tells us to protect our heart, because from the heart flows, what is the term? Like, everything flows from the heart. But then it also tells us, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to push this up into a thing, but I don't have a lot of time. So I'm going on to the makeup. But also, a big part of being a Christian and being a follower of Christ is knowing that we have to think about others before ourselves. And that comes quite easy to me. Like, it's not, I'm a giving person. Like, I will have $1 and you'll come and ask me for $1 and I'll give you my $1. Because I'm like, I'm going to figure it out. I could get another $1. That's how I am. And my husband, he despises that. He's like, why? We're Jamaican, so he's like, why you gonna give away all of your money? Why you gonna give away this? I'm like, I've never, even though I've always been the giver, I've never been without. And I feel like that's the reason, because I'm always giving. I never look to receive. But, you know, I just feel like I feel so good when I give. And that's not the reason I do it, but it feels good to know that someone has an issue. Like, if you come to me with an issue, and this is why I don't like to talk to people a lot. Like, I don't really have daily conversations. I'm not like, you know, having these long conversations with people, because if you bring me a problem, I'm like, what can I do to fix it? How can I find a solution? What can I do? And I take it on. And I guess sometimes that's not a good thing, but I don't mind. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So my husband pretty much broke my heart. We were getting something. It's like, you know, a dream of ours. We both wanted it. and and we're right at the, like, we're signing papers, getting everything done that needs to be done. And then he just takes it. He doesn't discuss it with me. He just makes a decision that he doesn't want to do it anymore. And he has some reasons. I'm not going to say good reasons, but he has his reasons. And I'm just like, at first I'm like, okay, all right. I'm going to trust, I'm going to respect your decision. But this is something, it was like, I didn't know I wanted it so bad. And I'm like, this thing is on my heart. And I'm like, I'm so heartbroken. I didn't want to talk to him. I'm like, how do you do that? Knowing that I want something is going to make me happy. Or, yeah, happy. Just to know that you're doing this for me, and then you just take it like you have the perfect opportunity to prove how much you love and care for me, and to give back, the way I've been giving. And you just take that. Guys, I was just out of it. I couldn't even post. I couldn't do anything because I'm like, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to come on here and tell people to do something that I don't even want to do anymore. I don't want to be a good wife. I don't want to be a wife, period. I'm like, I'm giving so much. And like, this is a conversation I'm having with God. Mostly, I'm not talking to my husband. I talk to him if he talks to me. I'm trying not to do any silent treatment or whatever. And I sent him a text to let him know, I'm heartbroken. So just give me some time to get over it. Because at the end of the day, I want to be good with God. God is who I'm going to have to answer to. I'm a wife, but I'm also a woman of God. I'm a child of God. And so I don't want to do anything to upset God. And, so I want to make sure that I'm good. I'm in the right all the time. And that's probably impossible, but, we could always try. We can aim for perfection, aim to be like Christ. Doesn't mean we're going to get there. So anyways, I'm like, God, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to believe in you, but I'm mad. I'm upset. Mostly I'm just sad. I'm heartbroken, and I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to pull myself. And I'm like, this is just a thing. It's a material thing. And usually I don't get hung up over material things. Why is this breaking my heart? And I just realized it didn't have anything to do with the thing itself. It's just recognizing that he doesn't love me enough to make this little sacrifice. And it wasn't really a sacrifice physically. It's like mentally it was a sacrifice for him, because it was something he never thought he would do, or something he never thought he would get. And he was talking about finances, and I'm like, but it doesn't affect our finances. So I don't know. I'm like, I felt like he was trying to find a reason not to do this thing. And then in my head, I'm like, so you're taking this thing from me just because you know how much I want it. Like, how is that being loving and whatever? And in the midst of it, you know what came to me? Like, God basically was like, you can try your best. At the end of the day, you can give everything that you can give. But that doesn't mean that they're going to change. And if they can't change, like, I hate divorce, but I love you more. You know what I mean? Like, God loves you enough where if your husband just refuses to, play his part and do what he needs to do, like, you're not subject to live in that place of, unhappiness. If you've tried everything, after you've been obedient to the word and you're doing the godly things, you're a godly wife, your husband recognizes it, he knows and he acknowledges, but he's still not living up to his, because it's a two-way street. Every time the Bible tells us about marriage, it instructs the wife and it instructs the husband, because you need both people to be playing their parts. It's a cycle. Yes, you can have one person stepping up and doing what needs to be done, and that will encourage the other person to change, because First Peter 3 especially tells us wives that we can change our husbands just from living a holy life. We can. It doesn't mean that it's gonna definitely happen. It might not work for every single person, but it's there. It can happen if his heart, if your husband's heart is in the right place, he wants a relationship with God and he's trying, I think it will definitely work. But if you have a husband that just refuses no matter what, he's not working on himself, he's not working on his relationship with God, he's just enjoying the benefits of your sacrifice and he's not doing anything in return, sorry to say, then do what you must, sis. Do what you must. I'm still all for it, because obviously, well, let me finish telling y'all the story. Okay? So I'm heartbroken and I'm sad and I'm in my little, I don't want you to talk to me. And then I was like, you know what? I can still stay married and just, I don't have to be happy. I can just try to be content and just live with it. Because he's not horrible to live with. It's just that he's not gonna, this is what I'm telling myself in the situation, he's just not gonna make certain sacrifices. And then I'm like, I can do those things for myself. I can give myself, work hard, because I am a professional. I'm a licensed professional. Keep me in prayer. I'm saved, but my husband, we were both in the world for. Oh yes, girl. I was there too. I'm gonna come back to your question if you wanna hold on, just in case people are on here wanting to hear what happened. But I've been there, so I'm gonna get back to you. I really want to talk about that. But anyway, so I'm in this place, right? I'm so confused. I'm so hurt. All right, this looks crazy, y'all, but it's coming. He's not a bad guy. He's a provider, protector. Okay. Same. It's the same with mine. It was the same. We're going to talk about it. Let me speed up my story so I could get to your question or your statement. So I'm like, I could give myself these things. I don't need to depend on a man, I could be single and give myself just as much as I'm getting now. My husband pays all the bills and whatever. But I'm like, I could pay my own bills. I'm a full-time attorney. I could still do that, take care of my kids. And I'm reasoning out all the things, like why I should leave. And I was taking it so serious, but I was so heartbroken. And then, I was like, I'm not going to say anything. And then I came in one night, and maybe 3 nights ago, and the Spirit was just compelling me to say something to him, like say something. And I said to him, guys, I said, I don't think I could do this anymore. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I give so much. I sacrifice so much. And it's like, you had this one opportunity, because I don't ask for much. Like, I have this car that he gives me, always loaded. I don't even use it unless I go out with the kids. And, you know, I use it to pay for stuff for the kids mostly. I don't go shopping unless I'm using, you know, funds from my account. But I don't really use our joint account for, you know, just stuff. So I'm like, I sacrifice so much. I steward your money. I don't, you know, squander. I don't ask for much. I just go with the flow. Make sacrifice. I give you the sex even when I don't want to. And I'm doing all this. And I'm like, and what do I have to show for it? You can't even do this one thing, this one time. Prove to me. You get one opportunity to make a sacrifice, which is not really a sacrifice for him. So, but in his mind, it was a sacrifice and whatever. Who's calling? So he's like devastated. This man is like, he does not like the sound of the word divorce. And he's like, you want to divorce me? You want a divorce? And I'm like, I wasn't laughing. I was so sad. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, at this point, I can do what we're doing by myself. You're paying the bills, I can pay my bills. Oh my God. You're paying for vacations, I can pay for vacations. What else? You're not willing to give me like this luxury life. I'm not asking for this luxury life. I'm not asking to buy purses and shoes and, you know, I don't ask for anything. And you literally would rather see me so sad. And I'm just saying, this is the thing, guys. I feel like you can say anything to your hubby as long as you say it in like a respectful way. So I'm being respectful but really honest, and I'm telling him my heart. Like, I was just like saying, you know, just how I felt. And so I was like, I give so much, so much, so much. So it ended up, he was going back and forth. He got angry at first, like, over this thing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm giving, pouring, and I'm empty. You're not pouring back, or you're not pouring enough. I need more. I need some show of love. I need to feel loved. I need to feel whatever. And I'm like, so I'm standing on it. I'm like, I don't feel it. I'm empty. I'm done. Like, I don't have anything else to give. It's not about this thing. This thing just demonstrated that I don't value that much to you. I'm not worth that much to you. And so I'm like, it sounds bad and whatever, but, and I said this to him, God hates divorce, but he loves me more. And I know for a fact he does not want me to be like feeling so empty, and so, because he knows the sacrifices I'm making. God knows, God sees. This man was like, I don't know what, but I don't want a divorce. I'll do anything. I'm like, go get the thing. Prove to me that I'm worthy. I'm worth it. I'm valuable. Show me, prove to me, because you haven't yet. And he's like, you're right, I haven't. And we started going back in the years, and he's like, I've never really sacrificed. Like, I've done things for you, but it wasn't really a sacrifice. Like, you know, if it makes me uncomfortable, I don't really do it. And I'm like, you're getting the picture. He starts talking and he's telling me the thing. And I'm like, right. So I just shut up and I let him talk, and he talks about his childhood trauma, and he talks about everything. And at the end of the day, and I'm like, yeah, I understand, and I get that, and I support you, and you need to work through it, and I'm willing to work through it, but you're gonna get that thing that I want. I'm in the space where I'm no longer, yes, I'm gonna do the things that the Bible tells me to do, but you have to step up. At some point, you're not gonna just be reaping the benefits of this holy woman. And I'm like, God is not pleased with you. As a matter of fact, he's not pleased with you. You're supposed to return me without blemish, without flaws. And like, you're finding every opportunity to make me cry. I was being dramatic, but it worked. He was like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to go down to whatever and I'm going to handle business. Guys, the next morning, the place opened up at maybe 8. He was on it at like 8. He was there. He took time off from work. He was so serious that he's not gonna lose me. And it just goes to show that we need to demand a certain respect, a show of love, like whatever it is that you need to feel loved. You need to communicate it to him. And I think that was maybe a big thing for me. Like, I was just always content with everything. I'm okay, I'm good. Never really processing, what do I need? What are my needs? What I need to feel loved. I know some of you are probably good at that, but it's important in marriage. You're gonna be good and you're gonna be holy and you're gonna be the gentle feminine wife. You're gonna give him the sex, but you best believe you're getting something in return. We are not here to play dummies and to play clowns, and God does not want that for us. God wants us to live a good life. He wants that man to provide, to go till the soil, do whatever he needs to do, so that we can feel good and we can feel, whatever we need to feel. Fulfilled, happy, content. Because at the end of the day, we don't need to get married. We don't need to get married if we're not going to be getting what God intended for him to give us. We can't just be out here getting married to say we're married. Okay? And I'm all for, I hate divorce. It's something, and that's why I'm doing this ministry. And the thing also is that I'm planning my course. I have this course coming up, and I'm like, I don't want to push this out if I don't believe it. If I can't help wives really make their lives better. And I can tell y'all, but I need to be doing it myself. I need to be a witness. I need to show that it works. The biblical principles work, right? And I even told him this because he's like, you haven't been posting. I guess he's checking. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to be a fraud. If I can't get my husband to give me one thing, to make one sacrifice, how am I going to come on here and tell women what to do? I'm not doing it. So prove yourself, and then I'll come back and I'll start my ministry again. Because he loves that I'm doing it. He's like, it's such a good thing and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but it kind of hinges on you. It kind of hinges on your behavior. Okay, so let me go back. So yeah, guys, I'm planning to launch my course. It's gonna be very exclusive for y'all, my faithful followers. If y'all need help, you can always reach out to me. But my time is just so limited that I'm gonna have to price it a little bit higher just so that I don't have a ton of people, because I want to give y'all my undivided attention. I want to make each person's experience so unique where I can address each issue and help you through it, right? So I have to kind of limit it. But let me go to Elizabeth. Hey, Liz. All right, asking you ladies to keep me in prayer. I'm saved by my husband. I'm saved, but my husband isn't. Be honest with me, Elizabeth, please. How are you towards your husband in terms of your salvation? Like, I'm talking to y'all and I'm forgetting to do stuff. What time is it? Okay, I'm talking, how do you talk to him in terms of his salvation? Are you kind of pushy? Are you still here? Let me know if you're still here before I start doing all that talking. And how long have you been saved if you're on? Cause we gotta give them time. Oh, you're here. Okay. What was I asking? How are you towards him in terms of conversation? And do you ask him a lot to go to church or to pray, or but just be honest. I don't think he's on here, because if I don't have the honest answer, I can't. Do you talk a lot about him going to church or getting saved, or you're not pushy anymore? How long have you been saved? When I'm on live doing makeup, I always forget steps. 1 year saved, okay. Has he gone with you? Like, does he want to go to church? Is he interested at all, but just not taking that final step? Or is he just like not even interested? Oh, he goes with you to church? All right. So is there a problem? Like, what exactly is the problem? Because there has to be an issue that you think is being caused by him not going to church. Because if there's no issue, I would just let him be. He's coming to church. You know, the best thing or the best way for you to get a man, he doesn't come all of the time, but he will come. That's a big thing. Let me tell you, because I know I have friends where their husbands won't even go to church. Like, it's a bad word. So that's like the first step. Like, the seed is being planted. But you know what? Even with the church hurt, he's still going. So that's a good thing. Church hurt is so like so deep. But let me think. I was gonna say something. So I think you have a good having to give him grace. Yeah, you have to. If there's no issue, you said before he provides, he's a good guy. Yes, that's a big part. You have to believe God for him. You, instead of saying anything to him, getting mad at him, or being resentful towards him because he's not going to church or he's not at the point. My husband isn't at the point. He's saved, but he's not at the same point as, I would want him to be. And I just stopped. I don't say anything. He's coming to church. I'm good. He's reading his Bible. I'm good. He prays. He's praying. It's not like he's not praying like no preacher or nothing, but he's praying. That's a good thing. But he stopped doing some of the things. Oh, so that's where the issue is. Okay, got it. So he's still interested in doing those things. Is it like clubbing or stuff like that, or is it deeper? Like maybe real sinful stuff. Because, there's some people are involved in some things that as Christians we cannot touch. We can't. So I would just, you know what's good, what would mess him up? Yeah. But he can't be wanting to be wild without you though. That's the one thing with my husband, and I don't want to compare your husband to mine. But you know, a lot of times men are very similar in just how they think. Sorry, forgot y'all could hear. But they're similar in the way they think. But the best way to get him to want to change is just, it's probably gonna be so hard, and it's probably gonna eat you up, but it works. And I did this with someone else, and she had good results. But I want you to pretend like it doesn't bother you. We know it bothers you, but it's like if you push back. So if I'm here, like, right, and I'm pushing back, I'm arguing, I'm expressing that I don't love something, I'm giving you like pushback. Naturally, we want to push back. It's like that defense mechanism that we're built with. We want to push back. But if you're pushing, right, he's pushing, and you're just moving out of the way. You're supporting him even. Oh, babe, you're going so and so tonight. I hope you have a good night. Can you pick up so and so on the way for me? Just act like it's nothing, and then add this cherry on the top. Add this cherry. Oh, you're gonna go so and so tonight? All right. Since you're gonna be out, do y'all have kids? If you don't have kids, then you can be like, even if you have kids, get a babysitter. Tell him you're gonna go hang with whoever. Some people from church. Be so vague. I'm gonna go hang out with some friends from church. The worst thing to a man is for his wife to be out having fun and he's not there. He's gonna be like, who you going with? Who's this? Who all gonna be there? Where are you going? What time? He may even show up. But it's gonna change his mind, because he's like, she doesn't even care what's going on. She doesn't mind that I'm doing this. It's gonna drive him crazy. In his head, he's gonna be like, I need to do something. What do you think he's gonna do in response? He's gonna try to figure out what you want him to do. If he already knows, he's gonna try doing what you want him to do. He's gonna be like, hey, let's hang out. Instead of me going so and so, you wanna go so and so? It's the reverse psychology. It works with men like a charm if you understand them. They don't want to be ignored. They don't want to think that someone else has your attention. And if you're not pushing back, they're not pushing back. It's like they're naturally competitive. So if you're like, no, 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 he's always going to be like, it's your mouth. He has something to say. He has an excuse. He has a reason why he's doing what he's doing. But you're being gentle. You're being supportive. You're being loving. You're still giving him the sex. You're doing all these things. Even though he's over here acting a fool, he's going to be like, what's going on? What do I need? What do I do? How do I handle this? He's going to freak out. I want you to try this. Elizabeth, DM me on, yes, you are. But how are you handling the wild part, the things that he's doing that you don't want him to do? Do you express your dissatisfaction? Does it get you in a mood that's noticeable? It's gonna affect you, but the point is we can't let him know it's affecting you. All right, what do I need to do? Tell me, can you do that? Do you think you can support him through whatever he's doing? I should have sprayed my face before I put my hair back. I did tell him that I'm not okay with it, but I can't stop him and that I'm still here with you. Okay. I mean, that's good, but I want you to take it a little bit further. Every time he's going out, be like, hey, babe, have a good night. I hope you have fun. He's going to be like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? Something's wrong. Like, he may even turn around and be like, you know what? I'm not going to go tonight. I changed my mind. Yo, it works every time. Try it. I want you to try it one time and let me know. DM me on Instagram and I'll give you my phone number or something. It's the same Holy Wifey Academy on Instagram or TikTok, but DM me and so we could talk about. Oh, you have? No, I'm telling you. So this lady, it was similar, but she suspected her husband was cheating. And so I'm like, why do you think he's cheating? And she tells me the things, and I'm like, it may not be cheating, but it could be. So it's hard. It's hard. But you know, it's easier than staying in that place of unhappiness. It's gonna be hard, but what's harder is to stay in that place of resentment and anger. You're not hurting him. You're giving him reason to, because all he's gonna say, she's so angry and bitter. That's why I don't want to do that. No, you're gonna do this thing, and he's gonna be so confused. He's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. What's gotten into her? What do I do? What do I do? Yeah. We're gonna stir some things up and just pray. God is gonna lead you. Whenever I have to do something difficult, even if it's sex, if I don't want the sex and he wants it, I'm just praying like, God, help me through this, help me through this. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes it's such a mental block for me to just lay there and have fun. I can lay there, but to pretend like I like it, that's hard. But I have to hurry up and go. So definitely try and let me know. I want to hear all about it. Especially since you don't want it. You need the support, girl. You need me to hold your hand. But oh, I was telling you that this lady messaged me and she's like, what do I do? My husband keeps going out with his friends. He's working late, all these things. Like, he's finding all the reasons not to come home. And I'm like, every time he goes, just be like, help him get dressed, offer to make a dish for the thing with his friends. Like, you're the most supportive wife. The first time she did it, he was like, oh my gosh, my phone died. Shoot. Hold on, guys. So the first time she did it, he was like, no, she did it. So she did it one time. How do I get this to go back? It's like all zoomed in now. So she did it. Say she did it Friday night, and then Saturday night he was like, you wanna come? And I told her, like, get dressed and go out. Just tell him, oh, have fun with your friends, and I'm gonna go out and do whatever too. And she's doing all that. And then the next time, so the third time, he's halfway out saying he's gonna do overtime. And he turns around, comes back. He's like, my boss called and said, I don't need to come back into work. Because this man is confused. He's like, what is going on? Why is she being so nice and supportive? It confuses him. I do it with my husband all the time. The best way to get to a man is through reverse psychology. I need to sharpen this thing. I have a liner, but I can't find it. Probably in one of my purses. It's whatever. I'm acting like I'm going somewhere. I'm literally going to my office to work and maybe make some videos for y'all. What video should I make? What topic should I talk about? I need to spice up my video content because my long form. But Elizabeth, do it and let me know. DM me, please. I want to hear all about it. But I also have a phone appointment, a video appointment at 2:30. So I gotta speed this up. And what I like to do, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do, yes, please. I'm gonna do like a makeup tutorial kind of, but not really a tutorial. It's like the different levels, because you know makeup kind of levels up your look if you do it right. But not everyone likes to do a full face. Like I used to be the type where I did not want a full face of makeup. But once I started and I got the hang of it, I was like, every time I wanted to be razzle dazzle. I want to look, you know, like so elegant and so put together. And makeup just does that. It makes it so that your husband, you tell him you're going to leave him and he's like, hell no, you're not. You sure aren't. You have to make it so that if you threaten him that you're going to leave, he's going to be like, baby, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. You have to get dressed up. You have to, I don't care where you're going. Don't let nobody see you looking crazy outside. We have to start, because it's not even about him. It's how it makes you feel. Like nothing feels better than seeing someone that you haven't seen in a long time and you look so good, so, you know, put together and everything. All right. Oh God, I forgot to buy. Okay, that's done. That's done, so. I forgot something. I don't know why this is so zoomed in and I don't know how to zoom out. I don't want to touch it and then it zooms all the way back in. Alright, I'm going to do a quick lippy. I like my eyes dark, but I can't find my towel here. Oh, but Liz, if you're still here, probably gone. Just live a holy life. Let him see you living a holy life. Let him see you being happy, being holy, content. The worst thing to a man is to feel not needed. Like, I don't need you to be happy. I don't need you to be fulfilled. Just trust in God. He's going to be like, why are you always so happy? And I'm not doing anything. But just trust God. Do God's will. Like, immerse yourself in the Word. And He will give you the desires of your heart. Do not take the scriptures lightly. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added on to you. God does not want you to be unhappy. He doesn't want you to suffer. He doesn't want you to be lonely. He wants all the best things for you. And so just believe that, like, with your mind. if you start to believe it, if you ask God for it, if you believe that you deserve this thing that you want, whatever it is that is your desire, tell yourself, I deserve it. I'm a good wife. I'm a good steward. I'm a good child of God. You don't have to be perfect to know that you're good and you're deserving and God wants this good thing for me. So I pray that this helps. I'm gonna go. I wanted to show y'all how what I was wearing, but I really need to rush. So I love you guys. Liz, please message me, and then I'll see y'all next time. Bye.